How's it going, everybody? I'm Red Elk Comics, and hey, how are you liking Superman month so far? Hopefully you all are creating and sharing your love for the character. I know I am, and not just in video format. Yes, that's right. Today I won't be doing a video on just any random Superman comic. No, today I'll be covering a comic that I am actually currently writing, Superman Triumph Unto Light. So, what is Superman Triumph Unto Light, you may be asking? Well, as I said, Superman Triumph Unto Light is a Superman comic that I am currently working on. Dunn, who you may know from Twitter, is doing the art. Duke is the editor, and Rhyme Slim is helping out Jazz with the colors. What's the plot? Well, it's the origins of Superman set during the Great Depression, so Superman has to face unique challenges during those times. Metropolis and the people that inhabit it each have unique takes to better suit the time period. The story consists of 3 issues. Clark is moving to the big city and trying to become a writer, and as his other side, going out and helping those in need. Pretty soon, Clark's actions as the big guy not only inspire others to fight on during these dark times, he also inspires himself to do the same. At the beginning of our story, Clark already knows about his alien heritage, right? When we start off in the story. We will have a scene in issue 3, it's basically a flashback to that specific moment, but from the start of the series, Clark knows about his alien heritage. He knows he came from the planet Krypton. Sure, there are writers that have inspired my Superman, like Grant Morrison, like Joe Kelly, like Peter J. Tomasi, all some of my favorite Superman writers. However, just continuing to read so many Superman comics has really formed my understanding of the character and like how Clark acts, what he would do in certain situations. All of that really comes from reading Superman comics, just continuing to read Superman comics. Yes, she does. Yeah, she makes Clark's suit. I love the moment. As I'm speaking to you, Jazz was actually just finished coloring the full page, and the full page is completely done, and I gotta say, it looks so good. You're gonna see Jazz a little bit later answer some questions relating to the art side of things, but yeah, it's fantastic. Ma makes his suit, and it looks incredible. Now, that is a very interesting question, and there's nothing confirmed at the moment for spin-offs. I have sort of a plan of where this series and where this universe would go after Triumph Unto Light for other characters, like what's going on with Batman right now, what's going on with The Flash and Wonder Woman, etc., right? I have that in my head. Now, if I want to tell those stories, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see, though. It's a possibility, is all I'll say. Superman is such an inspiration, right? Superman is such an influential character, and really, that is shown all throughout the series, right? That is shown that even through these dark times, Superman is seen as the symbol of light, of hope, right? I really want to get that across. And I also want to get across that Superman is incredibly human. There are misconceptions that Superman is this godly-like figure, right? And there are misconceptions about Superman, that Superman is just this godly-like figure, and that makes him so boring. Well, no, not really. Superman does have the somewhat powers of a god. However, he is deeply human, right? He struggles just like all of us, and I want to show that. Clark in this story struggles just like all other people right now during the Great Depression, which is when the story takes place. Clark is struggling just the same in all ways, and he's also struggling with his Superman stuff, and Superman sort of inspires Clark. Like, yes, they're the same person. Spoilers, Clark Kent is Superman. But yeah, I really want to take away that Clark is inspired by his actions as Superman to continue to fight on. And that's really the core theme. And I'll get to that later with some other questions. But to continue to fight on. But yes, yeah, that's really what I want the audience to take away from this, that Superman is that inspiration, and Superman is also incredibly human. So, yeah. We wanted to tell a Superman origin, but a Superman origin that was unique to our thing. Like, we could tell the classic Superman origin. I mean, everyone pretty much knows that. I mean, it's pretty basic. It's a pretty basic origin story. However, we want to really tell something unique in this time period of the Great Depression. How is it different during this time period? How is Superman's actions different? How is he a different person? How does he inspire people in this time period more than he would in, say, the modern day? Like, how are those things different? That's really what we're trying to get out here. That's how the series is so different. And in film inspirations, I watched this movie called Cinderella Man. It's a great movie. I'm probably sure a lot of you have heard of it. It's so good. It's so good. It's about basically the story of a boxer who at one point was extremely successful. He was rich. He's got a family. He's got everything you could possibly want as a man, right? Until he starts to lose everything, and the Great Depression hits, and he continues to lose things. But he comes back to boxing, and he continues to fight on, and he continues to strive on and be the best again, right? And people see that, and they are inspired to do the same, to continue to fight on, no matter how dark times may be, no matter how bad it may seem. You can continue to push on and fight. Just continue to fight. And that's really what Superman Triumph Unto Light is all about. Continuing to fight during the dark times. It doesn't matter how dark or how bad the times are. You continue to strive on. If you are on the ground, you get back up and you continue to walk. Because eventually, you'll strive towards the light. Eventually, things will be good again. So yeah, that's really what the series is about. That's really where that came from. So, yeah. Thank you. Yes, Pa is alive, and Pa plays a very influential role in our story. I posted this on the Superman Triumph Unto Light account. It's basically Pa giving a speech to Clark. And he basically he tells this story about, basically, when you're at your lowest, don't give up. When you continue to get pushed down, you do not give up. You continue to strive on and try to be good. You continue to fight no matter how hard it may seem, no matter how down you may have been beaten. And that's what Superman Triumph Into Light really is all about. I think Pa plays such an influential role. I think he's one of the biggest characters in this story. And I mean, he doesn't have many lines, right? He doesn't speak a whole lot. Pa Kent is so influential, and that's really where Triumph Unto Light, the name, comes from. Like, continuing to push towards good, push towards that light, and strive to get it. And yeah, that's really where that comes from. Now, Jazz has a very deeply emotional story about the need to tell this, and his interest when I originally came to him, and how this series is so important to him. But it's just people constantly getting pushed down. People constantly getting pushed down in the world by so many people. People getting pushed down, and I just want to get the message out there that when you are at your lowest point, keep pushing, keep fighting, do not give up. If you are at your lowest of lows, that is when you fight the hardest. That is when you stand up and you continue to walk and you continue to fight. That is really why I wanted to tell this story. We all get pushed down. All of us do. Some of us get pushed down much more than others, but we've all gotten pushed down in the past. And I want this story to reach out to the people that are struggling right now, that think that, why should I continue to fight? I want them to know that you should continue to fight, that there will always be someone there for you. There will always be someone to help you out, to hold you, to hug you, to tell you that everything is okay. And that is really who Superman is as a character. And that's why I have a deep, deep love for the character. But yes, I want to tell that story, and I want people to know, not even talking about comic books, not even talking about fictional characters like Superman. I just want people to know that it is okay and continue to fight, even though it may seem like there's nothing left. There's always something more. And if you continue to fight, it will be good. I promise you. I promise you it will be good. So that is the final question we got. There are so many great questions. Thank you to all of you for submitting. And yeah, so that's it for me. I'm going to leave now, or probably come back for like the conclusion. But now we're going to put it over to Jazz, where he'll give his artistic side of some of these questions. So yeah, see you later. Elk out.
Hi, my name is Jazz. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jazz Dunn 2 on Twitter, and I'm the artist for Superman Triumph into Light. And today, or really, yeah, in this video, I'm going to be talking about my artist influences. Um, Virtually, the artists I'm inspired by are Greg Tucci, Sarah Pacelli, Oliver Coppel, Bengal Arts, and a number of various different artists. I've been reading Superman for a long time. I've been into Superman for a very long time, probably before I could even walk and talk. So, um, it's honestly a blessing to be on this project, this fan project. It's taken up the better part of my year, and I couldn't be more grateful for it. Seeing the love and support you guys are giving the series just makes me happy. So thank you for that. And I'm try keeping this as brief as possible and trying my best not to ramble. I don't know what I'm looking at right now, and I'm not sure where the camera is, but to me, I try to be as experimental and as versatile as an artist as possible. So I try using different sorts of media, painting, in comic book style. So I try mixing those two up in this series, and whether or not it works is kind of up to you guys. But bleh, I really hope you enjoy this series. I really hope you enjoy the art. I put a lot of my soul and heart into this, and it's been a very fun journey. So a lot of the questions we got on the post weren't really art related, but I'll try my best to answer at least one of them. And one of the questions that stood out to me the most was, what influences did you have for the characterization and or this version of Superman? And I gotta be honest, a lot of the design elements I used were sort of based on stuff in my life, I guess. I wanted to add a little bit of wholesome, not really wholesome, more humble, uh, a little bit of humbleness to Clark Kent's costume, and more of a sort of sewn homemade feel to it. I kind of was inspired by Superman American Alien, but I wanted to take that design and more Superman route, I guess. Um, and yeah, it just sort of kind of came to me, and it was a spur of the moment thing. Uh, I went through multiple different various designs throughout the year trying to find the perfect like good Superman redesign, and I kind of landed on that, like with the two-tone blues and the gloves and the rolled up sleeves. And I feel like we actually kind of achieved a very good looking design, more or less. And yeah, I'm very proud of how it came out. The boots were inspired by boxer boots, so that was actually an interesting little touch. So were the gloves too, but I wanted to basically just give this sort of humble working man vibe to Superman, making him this like rustic sort of larger than life hero, but also seem a little down to earth and attached to his roots, more or less. So I hope that answered you guys' questions. I'm again not sure what I'm looking at. I'm not good at recording myself, but I hope you enjoyed this little segment. Bye.
Thank you all so much for watching. Now, I'm not going to give my usual spiel about liking and subscribing. I just want to ask you to go look at Superman Triumph to Light. Go read Superman Triumph unto Light #1. Let me know what you think. That's really all I want you to do. We've worked so hard on this project, and I just want people to read it, just people to see our vision. So yeah, that's all I really ask. You can go down below to see that. You can go support my social medias if you want as well. Not asking you to, but if you want to, you can. But please go check out Superman Triumph of the Light. So thank you. Hope you're having a good Superman month, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.